Ideas of enlightenment led up to the French Revolution.
The philosophers of the Enlightenment were Voltaire, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Robert Jacques Trout.
Those three thought that people should have a say in government. They thought that there should be changes in the government, how people get money, and the social classes. The people in the middle and lower classes agreed that they thought it was unfair that they had to pay taxes, and the nobility and the clergy didn't. The nobles had a luxurious life. They had expensive clothes, they had all the food they needed, and they had big houses. The church had 10% of France's land and make people rent it. They were scared the military was going to attack them, so they stole guns. People were protesting King Louis XVI and the French government in the streets of Paris. A small group went into Baisley on July 14, 1789.
The consequence of the Bastille was that King Louis XVI wanted to do something about it, but soon had him killed. Also, if the French saw someone liking the government, they would be killed. It was mostly nobles and nobility who were killed, and this was because they were part of the government. The government had no money. This was because they were paying for wars. The king and queen were buying all these expensive things, and that left the government with no money.
Then people were upset because there were food shortages.
Droughts led to poor harvest. There was an outbreak in disease which killed livestock. Then that caused shortages of food, and that stuff went up in price, and people could not afford food.
Then people could not afford food, but they saw nobles and carriages. The Reign of Terror from September 5, 1793 through July 28, 1794. The Reign of Terror was a time in the French Revolution after King Louis XVI died from the guillotine. After his death, the Reign of Terror soon started, led by Maximilien Robespierre. The Reign of Terror proposed was to purge French enemies of the revolution and protect the country from the foreign invaders. The Reign of Terror was a time in the French Revolution after King Louis XVI had died from the guillotine.
After his death, the Reign of Terror soon started, led by Maximilien Robespierre. The guillotine was used for beheading people. The device was named after Dr. Joseph Aaron's guillotine, 1789, when Dr. Joseph proposed that the French government needed a gentler method of execution. After the French Revolution ended, a new person was a part of it. It was Napoleon Bonaparte. He was the general in war, and he was the leader of the French Empire. He soon became the leader of France.